Kartoff sets forth on his new adventure. The world in which we live does not reach its limits in our modern-day life. As humans, what we see and what we think we know about reality is only a small part of it. Magical creatures with supernatural abilities live in secret among us. Mysterious objects with magical powers influence our decisions and daily lives. Beyond what we judge as real or fantasy, and what we believe to be restricted by the laws of physics and nature, there exist mystical creatures and powerful wizards who are responsible for maintaining the order of life as we know it. In remote places, far away from modern urban areas, an entire world of wizardry has preserved the secret of its existence for thousands of years. It is a magical world where young apprentices acquire their wizardry knowledge from experienced master wizards and magical creatures. Using their supernatural capabilities in unity with the forces of nature, benevolent wizards fight back against the threatening forces of evil and maintain peace in our world. Thousands of years ago, in the northern enchanted forests that no ordinary human has ever set foot in, the very first school of wizardry was founded. It is known as Obstron School, and is situated in the middle of the enchanted Mochi Forest. Ever since its inception, the existence of Obstron School has been protected by a powerful spell to conceal it from those who do not possess magical powers. But among us ordinary humans, some children have the fortune to be born with innate, supernatural capabilities that, if developed properly, could lead them to become powerful wizards. Every year, approximately 20 teenagers are chosen to become apprentices of wizardry at the legendary Obstron School. But the year in which our story starts, only 8 teenagers were recruited. 6 of them have already been identified and taken to Obstron School. 2 remain to be found. And this is where our fantastic adventure begins. Up in the air, flying at high speed among birds and fluffy white clouds, 2 aubergines were heading to the southern lands to find the 2 missing apprentices. As the air grew warmer and the 2 magical creatures could see vast tropical lands spreading out below them, they separated and took different routes. One of them had reached his destination and descended to the ground in a tiny village nestled in the heart of the mountains, while the other continued his flight south.
I'm going this way! Good luck finding the other apprentice, Tomatin!
You too, Peanut! Don't get lost!
My Urs is pointing to somewhere nearby.
Following the direction suggested by his Urs, Peanut walked across a neat, green lawn.
He must live in that wooden house.
Suddenly, he was surprised by a fluffy dog that jumped up at him and started playing around. Peanut was not in the mood to play, so he used his powers to compel the puppy to return inside the house.
Go away, ugly dog!
Peanut approached the rear window of the house and saw a young boy inside playing with a colorful cube puzzle.
That must be him.
Peanut watched the boy closely for a moment. He seemed different from the rest. Without coming into contact with him, Peanut was able to feel a very distinct aura radiating from him.
His aura feels different. His heart and mind are pure.
Peanut turned to his Urs and checked the boy's craft level. It was much higher than any other apprentice he had met over the past 500 years.
He's definitely the next apprentice.
Peanut gently knocked on the window. The boy was startled at the sight of the mysterious creature hanging from the window and fell sideways off his chair, knocking it to the ground as he went. Peanut pushed the window open and jumped inside the room, equipped with his most joyful smile.
Hi, my name is Peanut. I'm an aubergine.
The boy was too astonished to say anything at first, but he was in no way scared of the mystical creature. He soon recovered and approached Peanut.
Hi, Peanut. It's nice to meet you. I'm Kartoff.
The moment they shook hands, Peanut felt an impressive flow of benevolent energy, full of kindness and compassion.
There's no doubt about it. He's the next apprentice.
Kartoff was fascinated by Peanut and started firing off questions.
Where do you come from, Peanut? And what are you doing here?
I'm glad you're eager to know more.
Kartoff picked up his chair and sat down to listen to Peanut's story.
I've come on behalf of the legendary Obstron School. Obstron is a school of wizardry where future wizards are trained to protect our world from the threatening forces of evil. One of my duties is to recruit teenagers who possess the required characteristics to become apprentices of wizardry. Following the signal from my Urs, I was able to locate your craft, or hidden magical energy. And by using my own magical skills when we shook hands, I was able to sense the good intentions of your heart and mind. Therefore, I am pleased to tell you that you've been chosen to become an apprentice of wizardry at the stupendous Obstron School.
Wow! Really? Please tell me more about Obstron School. Are there other magical creatures like you? Will I ever be able to fly like you do?
If you ever become a master wizard, you'll be able to do much more than that. At Obstron School, we have 5 master wizards with tremendous capabilities. They are among the most powerful wizards in the world and are capable of doing things that I'll bet you've never even dreamed of. But it will take you many years of rigorous training to reach that level. As for other magical creatures, yes, there are many other creatures in the world of wizardry, but none as charming as me.
Peanut, you said that when we shook hands, you could tell that my intentions are good. But what happens when you meet teenagers with evil intentions? Do you take them as well?
Well, even the most kind-hearted human in the world still possesses a small amount of evil in their heart, whether they manifested it or not. Therefore, a certain amount of darkness is accepted, but there is a limit. And when that limit is reached, fiendish imps come out to take those young boys and girls and turn them into evil warlocks and witches. But Obstron School is a peaceful institution, inhabited only by kind-hearted wizards and benevolent creatures. It's a truly charming place, surrounded by colorful gardens, and there are many interesting activities that you can take part in, such as barbecues, my personal favorite. And if I may add, the most delicious food on the planet.
Are you alright, Peanut?
Yes, I'm fine. I just got lost in thoughts of good food.
Well, Peanut, since you mentioned good food, I will come with you to Obstron School.
Wonderful to hear that, Kartoff. It would have been much more difficult for me if I had to compel you to come with me.
I'm ready, Peanut.
Great! Let's go then!
Peanut used his magical powers and created a circular platform of slowly pulsing orange energy that hovered a few centimeters off the wooden floor of Kartoff's bedroom.
Wow! Are we flying there on that?
Yes, don't be scared. Just step onto it. Sit, relax, and enjoy the journey to Obstron School.
Full of nervous excitement, Kartoff sat on the platform, and within seconds, they were on their way to the world of wizards, witches, and magical creatures.